Hi everyone, and welcome to today's new video. I have over 500 books on my TBR, and in today's video, hopefully we'll be tackling a lot of them. So if you go to my Goodreads channel, you'll see that I have a whopping 545 books on my TBR, which is a crazy number. Obviously, they're not all physical books, they're basically all books that I've ever found interesting. But in today's video, we're gonna tackle at least a few of them, starting off with The Grey Shear by Kim Liggett. And I have this as a physical one from the library. I think I have this one on I've had this one on my TBR for multiple years now. It was kind of trending a while back, but I never picked it up. And now it's getting autumn-like, and why not pick up a thriller book? I am on page 103 right now, and yesterday night I was honestly scared because this book is so thrilling and I couldn't stop reading. The chapters are pretty short and the font size is pretty large, so you fly through the book and the concept is just like so interesting. So The Grey Shear is a dystopian book. We follow this girl called Heyy, and The Grey Shear is the year where all the girls have to go to the forest to burn out their magic, because the women in this world are believed to have magic and the men see this as a threat to them. So they have to go, when they're, I think it was 16, they have to go to the woods and survive for a year basically, so their magic burns up. And that is The Grey Shear. And we follow Heyy, who is a young girl. She's a bit weird, she's really feisty, she doesn't want to have anything to do with marriage, and basically the whole concept of this book is very much The Handmaid's Tale and Lord of the Flies like, because the girls have to marry or they have to go to working houses, and she wants to go to one of these working houses, which is weird because no one wants that, but she does. But she still has to do the Grey Shear and stuff, and there are all these kind of plot twists happening. And like I said, it's very Handmaid's Tale like because the world is very similar in a way, and also Lord of the Flies like because they go to this Grey Shear, they have to survive just a group of girls in the woods, and it's so thrilling. So I'm really enjoying the book and I'm gonna read a little more today. So there isn't really a lot of natural lighting anymore because it's quite late already, but I have been loving this book, and I think it has been such a long while since I enjoyed a book this much as I do this book, because I was at work today and every time I had a little break I was like, oh, let's pick up the book, let's read another chapter, I need to know what happens next. And it reminds me of the feeling I got while reading Red Rising, and I really like that book. This book is giving me similar vibes. So I'm halfway through and I think I can really go a long way tonight with reading. So yeah, I'm so excited. Guten Morgen. Yesterday night I read until page 280-ish, which is around 62% of the book. So as you can see, I'm getting pretty far along, and this only makes me sad that I have not picked up this book sooner, because it is just so good. And I also didn't know it had a little love story in it, so it has a subplot of romance. which I did not expect at all, but the romance is eating. I adore it, and the story is still so thrilling. It is fast paced, short chapters. I'm just really enjoying the book, like, so much. I finished the book and it did exactly what I was scared of. It had not the worst ending I've ever read, but the ending was so not satisfying at all. So it kind of makes me mad, because I just hoped our girl would get something better than what she gets in the ending of this book. I do, however, enjoy this story so much. Like, it was an amazing book, and I feel embarrassed for not reading it quicker because the book is so good. So I'm in doubt between a 4.5 star rating or a 5-star rating, because that ending, oh, Kim, I'm coming for you. Like, this ending, it destroyed me. But still, the book was amazing. So I'm gonna think on my rating for a little bit, and then we're gonna pick a different book. This is one book down from my large TBR. So I am away with friends for the weekend, but I do have some books with me. But I started reading When in Rome by Sarah Adams a while back, and I like softly DNF'd it, not because I wasn't liking it, but I wasn't in the mood for romance back then. But I am picking it up back now. I think I'm 70% through the book right now, and it has been so good, but the slow burn is slow burning, and I think it's a little too slow in my opinion. But yeah, I'm gonna read a little and hopefully film some footage and finish the book. Also, When in Rome, I didn't pick it up for quite a long time because, I don't know, it was so hyped up that I almost felt like it could not live up to the hype, like, ever, which is why I didn't pick it up for a long time. But it had been on my TBR ever since, like, Sarah and Destiny started posting about it. And I'm picking it up now, and it's really, really cute. I think the couple is so cute. The rock star / normal person trope is really intriguing and cool. So I'm enjoying it. I don't think it's going to be like a really high rating, but probably like a 4 star or so. I'm back home from this weekend trip with the friend group where we did our half marathons. Well, I didn't do the half marathon, I did it a week before that, but my boyfriend and his friend, they did the half marathon, I did the 10K, and it was super fun, but it was so heavy because it was on the beach. So yeah, we had a little weekend trip, and I had some time to read, so I finished When in Rome by Sarah Adams, and it's so crazy because in this video so far we have had 2 5 stars, and I don't know what it is with me this year. I've been giving 5 stars out more, well, not more easily, but I've been enjoying the books that I read more now, so I have more 5-star reads this year, I guess. Because I've been just enjoying my reading lately, which is amazing, obviously, but it feels like I'm not taking the ratings seriously enough in some way, but always I'm like, don't overthink it. Reading is supposed to be fun, so if I'm really liking books and giving them 5-star ratings, I really mean that. Like, I'm really loving them. So, but When in Rome by Sarah Adams, it was amazing. I read it basically in 2 bits because I started the first 50% when I was still on vacation. Then I took a little break, not because it wasn't good, but I wasn't in the mood for romance anymore, and I wanted to give this book a fair chance. And then I picked it back up, and it was amazing. It's about Amelia, who is a famous pop star, and you have Noah, who is a pie store owner in a very, very small town called Rome. So that's why it's called When in Rome. And Amelia is obsessed with Audrey Hepburn, which is why she travels to Rome, because apparently it's kind of like a movie reference. And she meets Noah and she wants to get away from her little pop star life, I guess. And they meet each other and it is the cutest book ever. The love language, absolutely perfect. The chemistry between the characters, absolutely perfect. Small town vibes, the right tropes. It was just perfection in a book. It was the cutest, non-spicy romance book that I have read probably ever. I enjoyed this one so much and I'm obsessed. So I think it has a very well-deserved 5-star rating. This video is about clearing my TBR instead of upping my TBR, which by the way I did this weekend because we went to Leiden, which is like a big city in the Netherlands, and we went book shopping. So I got new books. Let me show them. So first of all, I got a book from my boyfriend and it is still packed because it is for a different video ID. But this is Circe by Madeline Miller. So she's the author of The Song of Achilles, and Circe was my favorite Greek mythology from high school. So I am very curious to read this one. Then after that I got Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. I have been wanting to pick up this book, I think since I started reading. And I said to myself, well, this is probably like an fall book or a winter book. So let's pick it up next fall. And I didn't. Then let's do it next year. I didn't. And now a friend of mine and we are gonna buddy read this one because we bought the same book and we're gonna discuss it and stuff, which is a good way to push myself to actually read the book. And I'm so excited because it looks stunning. And I heard some people say that it is similar to the Cruel Prince books, which was one of my favorite series when I started reading. And I've been looking for books to get back into that atmosphere. I do have the spin-off series here. So it's the Stolen Heir and the Lost Throne. I don't know what it's called in English. It's the Dutch version. But I have that duology here as well, and I've read that, which is like, it's a good duology, but hopefully this hits more like The Cruel Prince. I'm just getting too far ahead. This book, I'm gonna buddy read it, and I'm so excited to finally pick it up. And then I got something that I've never heard anyone talk about before, which is called Double Apex. It is a Formula One X-STEM nerds romance. It just sounded amazing from the back of it because I really like Formula One. This cover is adorable. I've read some sports romances, but not enough in my opinion. And I don't know, the book looks stunning. The back was interesting, so I picked it up, even though I haven't seen anyone talk about this book. It is from Josie Juniper, and it has a recommendation from Abby Jimenez. So I think it's good. So yes, I added those to my TBR. So this video is probably gonna be a series that is never ending. Never ending. But yeah, so I upped my TBR with a couple of books, but still, we finished 2 of our TBR this week only. So we're gonna be fine. I have started another book that was on my TBR because I scrolled all the way down and I was looking at my oldest entries of my TBR because I wanted to read one of those, and I saw Flock on there, and I honestly have no clue what that book is about. I truly don't know, and I've seen this on my TikTok numerous times. I think I've seen it on BookTube, I've seen it on TikTok, I've seen it on Instagram. I've seen this book everywhere, and that's why it's in my TBR. But I've never wanted to pick it up. But today, that is what we are gonna do.
Many hours later.
I feel so incredibly betrayed right now. I feel like I can never trust a BookTube, BookTok, anything like that ever again. Because I've been reading Flock all day. The clip that you just saw, that was this morning. It is quite late now, it's almost 6. And I've been reading Flock all day. I am at 80% of the book. And you might think, oh my god, that is so good. You read so much. You must have been enjoying yourself. I'm not. I'm seriously not enjoying this. If any of you would have told me the truth about what this book is about, I would have never picked it up. And this is a spoiler-free vlog, so I'm not gonna be telling you guys, so you can all suffer with me. If you want to go and read it, I would advise you not to. I think it is trash. If you do want to know a little bit about what this book is about, this is gonna be my, well, it's not gonna have spoilers about the actual plot line, but it is gonna be a little spoiler-filled description of what the book is about. So if you don't want to watch it, just skip like a few seconds forward. But basically, Flock is about this girl called Cecilia, and her parents aren't together anymore. She didn't grow up with dad, but her dad is like really rich and famous, which is why she wants money from him. And basically the dad says, if you want to be in my will, you need to work in the factory for a year and then I will financially support you. Why? I have no clue. I have absolutely no clue. But she does that. She goes to the town, she works in the factory, and she meets 2 boys who are part of like a secret club. I have no clue what it is yet, but they are part of a secret club, and basically she has a relationship with both of them because she can't pick, and the boys are like, okay, let's share. And the book is full with smut. That's it. That's basically the plotline of this book, which I am not enjoying. And I also switched to the audiobook version because actually reading the book physically hurt me in a way, which is why I'm now listening to it so my ears can suffer, I guess. But I'm almost done. I hope I can finish it today, and otherwise it's gonna be tomorrow, but I'm not enjoying it.
Please, I'm a star! Get the fuck out of her! Calling Valerie! Valerie! No, he killed Glenn! I feel like shit!
I have finished the book, yeah, and I have decided to give it 2 stars. I did not like this book at all. I really felt awkward reading this book, listening to this book. It just wasn't the vibe for me. Also, the plot twist at the end that everyone was raving about, that was such a bad joke, oh my god. Nonetheless, the plot twist in the end wasn't as good as I hoped it would be, so I'm just disappointed. Hi everyone, this is the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments if you have any other video ideas that you'd like to see, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye bye!